All right, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Minetest Gameplay of sorts. Yeah, and today we will revisit the Frank Lloyd Wright Falling Water House. Yeah, but first, it is 85.4 degrees in Chicagoland. Yeah, it is. So, yeah. Let's look at some screenshots sent in by our viewers here. Here's Gilbert with a trailer park, and he's using my world. You can see the buildings in the background, which is really cool. That is a cool use of the garage door, and I will show that. Makes a nice corrugated roof. I got to remember that. So got a lot of air conditioners. It is so warm out that I've had to turn off the air conditioner while recording, and it's already heating up in here. So let's get going. There's another view. I got a fireplace on that. And he says in Florida, the joke about trailer parks, you go into some states in Michigan. I'm in Illinois. So you go south and you go into Michigan, you go into some other states, and they have where you put a foundation down and a company will come out with a pre-manufactured home on a trailer. It's a double wide, and they put it on the foundation. They put a gable roof on it, just like you would find on a ranch house or any house. And you cannot tell these any different from a regular wood stone built house. Plus, you have the ability to move said house. And the one I was in had a basement, and you could still see the axles from the trailers. And this thing was perfect. And back in the day, this was it was $40,000 for the entire double wide with gable roof, and they replaced the trailer door with a door from Home Depot for $40,000. People are so adverse to living in anything different than what they consider a conventional home that it's laughable. So there's nothing wrong with these type of houses. As a matter of fact, I'd love to design one. This is a train station. Oh, that's cool. I think I know where that graphic came from. A long time ago, I had a desktop with something similar. But this is a train station. Those were the trailer pictures were from Gilbert, and this is from George. And yeah, it's a train station. I don't see any trains yet, but that's a cool design. I like the colors. This looks like something you'd see in Europe, where it's all very colorful, very, very cool design. I really like how that got done. And those look like the Beautiful Flowers mod, which I just recently installed. Oh, look at those stairs. Very cool. So, yeah, if you want to send in your screenshots of your builds for immortality on the internet, send it to richardjeffreyshow@gmail.com. Yeah. I'm going to show you a before picture of what we're looking at today. There's before. So you'll see the after effect. Yes, you will. And go from there. Come on, close. There you go. I knew it could do it. I'm having some problems. Some moron from Indonesia from the same IP address keeps trying to break into my website. And I keep getting security notices. So now I've had to completely lock it down. That's a shame when people have to mess with other people's stuff and try to ransomware it or whatever the case is, take over somebody's website or channel or something. It's just a shame. So here, we're going to look at some photos, some new photos I found. Simbicon had wrote in about the fallingwater.org website, and I've been there. And all of a sudden, I was building the house, and then all of a sudden I found, I re-Googled and Binged and DuckDuckGo'd it and everything, and I found a whole cornucopia of 3D pictures and everything else. So this is a 3D picture from Bauhaus YouTube channel, and they had a really good aerial views of falling water. You could see the river back here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but here's the river, and the river goes under the house. Now, it's kind of strange because there's another house on top of here. So back here we have a room. I'm not sure if that's a bedroom or not. I'll show you. This is the first floor. So you have the stairway that goes down to the water. And there's a really cool, in the real house, this is a 3D rendering, but in the real house, there's these panels that slide across that close. Now, Frank Lloyd Wright was a huge believer in, not only did the fireplace was the heart of the house and the kettle, but all the furniture and seating and everything had come out of the walls. So it was cantilevered into the walls. Now, I sort of deviated a little bit away from that, as you'll see, but there's these real cool cushions that are on the floor, and I tried to reproduce those. And you have a table here, here's a couch. This is a very big house. So I screwed up on the proportioning of these walls over here, but I think I got this area pretty much hit. I went away from the seating over here for different seating, as you're going to see. The kitchen table is over here. This is where my front door is. Even though the front door to the house is over here, you can see it right there. So yeah, I deviated away because I didn't have these pictures. This boulder, they actually built the house around the boulder, and the boulder comes through at the base of the fireplace. So here's the second floor. I'm way off on this one. So here's a bedroom over here. Here's a bedroom. There's a bathroom. Here's another bedroom, which is equal with this. So each bedroom has their own separate deck structure. So that's kind of cool. There's a spiral staircase in the back here where the main entrance is. And there's also another patio or balcony that goes over it. So yeah, I'm off a little bit, but this is front view. This area here, this is a bridge that the driveway comes over this bridge, wraps around the back under this pergola, and that's where the carport is. And now you can't see it up here, but you can barely see it in the trees here, and I'm off on that. You'll see how far off I am. This is the driveway that drives up. Here's the main entrance to the house. So you can see how far off I am on when I get to it. These beams just go straight into the rock. This house, so there's a patio that goes off the back, and then there's this pathway that's covered by a cantilevered roof, as you can see here. It goes up to the servants' quarters. This is where the servants and guests stayed. And this was pretty spectacular too. And they had their own pool and everything else up here, where the people in the house had, they had the river. And there's a little splash pool over here. But that's it. And I didn't reproduce this too well. If I could have nailed that, I think this whole build would have been pretty spectacular. But enough of the garbly goop. We're going to... That was something else. Boy, I'm a professional. There we go. I'm going to switch back to there. Nice. Full screen. So we're inside my house. Yeah, and I'm playing with some things here because I have some lag, and I got most of it figured out. I'll explain in a minute. Maybe I'll explain now. I got a new monitor because two of my Lenovo monitors I had two 19-inch Lenovo monitors that I picked up when Circuit City closed, because I was senior technician for Circuit City IT Chicago division. Yeah, nice title. They sold off all their equipment to everybody, so I picked up these two Lenovo monitors for $10 a piece, and they were used on the manager's PCs, and they were good monitors, and they were 4x3 monitors, and they both finally died after 18 years of use. 18 years I got out of these two monitors. So I had to go out and I got an AOC 24-inch monitor. So I'm still fighting with full screen and a couple settings to make it real nice. So here we go. Here's what I came up with. And we're going to slow the speed down and we're going to fly around real creative like. I through the trees. I got the spirit of it. As you can see, my river, for various reasons, goes parallel with the house and then down to the waterfall. So I was able to capture the spirit of it. See if the water makes a sound. There we go. We got water sounds. And the river would have come through these channels right here. And let's go in. Let's go to the front of the house and then we'll take a look, because this is pretty cool. As I'm slowly descending. Nice. So it's up in this area here where we have this glass futuristic type house, and then we have the Cyan house and the Chivalry house. So you come down the driveway. I have to keep looking at the keyboard. Come down the driveway. I really like the rocks. I left all this. I like to build with I like to use the surrounding area, except for I wanted to make this nice. There we go. I wanted to make that. That even looks much better. So we'll do this again. we'll go. So we got a nice nice stone driveway. Come down here. Don't mind the floating meat. And you come back here. This is my front of the house. I used a lot of artist discretion. So it looks cool. This is the kitchen, a bedroom, and we have a garage, which is in the same taste of the house, stone. This stone leaves a pattern, but for right now, it'll do. I like it. And we have some high-end cars in there. Cool. So this is the front entrance, and that was going to cause some problems. There's something in this area that is causing that lag. And I put the gate controller here. So we have just some nice bushes and everything. And we have, I tried to recreate the pergola with the vines. So it looks really cool. You come to this back area here. And the views. This is what is most important about this house, is the surroundings. So I think I captured it. Well, put it this way. I captured it to my liking. And this technique that I use for making textures on the walls, really cool. You come down here, there's a sleeping doggy. This is the splash bowl. And it actually exists on there. However, there would be more stone here and then a little dripping like waterfall here that they would use. And they use this to splash around in. It's a pool. So we come up here. I put in a utility room, because everybody's got to have a utility room, washer, dryer, and such. And that goes up to the main part of the house. So you come down here and you can sit here in the forest, in the wilderness. Yeah. So let's go up And we have a mud room. This is the mud room entrance. And there's a bathroom off of here. And so this should have been the center where everybody came in. But because of the way I laid out the driveway, it doesn't. And this goes here to where we were just at. And the stairs for upstairs. And yeah, so we're going to go back out, but there's the main dining room. Now, this would not be here on the house. You come in here and ooh, look at that. So this is your main entrance. Nice. I embellished the wood. So we were over here. Nice. Come in here and you have your front door area. There's the kitchen back here, the fireplace. Nice. And everything in the house is wood. So I tried making everything out of wood. Different levels of different sizes of blocks. And the Frank Lloyd Wright house, all the Frank Lloyd Wright houses, they have this obsession with books, which isn't a bad thing, but it is a lot of bookshelves. So I did that some more. It needs another plant. Maybe right there. I don't know. There we go. Why not? Okay, so we come back here for the kitchen. And the kitchen is actually in the real house in this area. It's a very modest kitchen with 4 tables and chairs. So you have your breakfast, and this is what you overlook, which is very nice. And that lag is, I don't know, it's something to do with the video and basically the computer. It is I'm making it do an awful lot. So this is the main living room. And I chose, instead of having the seating come out of the wall, for better effect, I put flowers. Nice. And over here, the mom and pops, what do they call those, ottomans? They do a pretty good job of making those cushions that you saw in the photos. So I left it there. Plus it's colorful. And where I differentiated, the floors of all the rooms are this color concrete. Well, I changed it and made it wood and carpets. So that's my version. But chimneys work on there. And then, so I had also changed and put tiles on the balconies. So this is the one balcony. There's a kitchen. Nice tree and a pot. Everything, the views of everything here is phenomenal. There's the waterfall. Then we come out here. Gotta close. We don't want anything coming in. So this is the wraparound. Now on the real house, there are glass windows that go up into these. They make these skylights. So that worked out. But I had redone the Japanese doors from Home Decor, and I created my version of the panels that come across to close this off in the cold weather. So you come down here, and this is exactly what they would have seen. Really nice. And you can't see any of the other houses. I made sure of that. You just see the waterfall. And it looks really cool. So, and I used a screwdriver to make those flat. And one is sitting on the bottom of this node and one is sitting on the top of that node. So it gives you the impression of panels, sliding panels that'll come across. Their panels, the panels in the original house actually are up here, and then they come out to here, and then there's a doorway, a glass doorway that sits across here. So I could have tried to replicate that, but I did not. So all the views, gorgeous views. Over here, you could barely see the other waterfall house, this house that sits on the cliff, and you cannot see the chivalry house that sits over here. Oh yeah, you can. Just a little bit of it. All right. Well, it's almost 100% not visible. So you come over here back into the mudroom area, and we come to the stairways. And this, I'm off a little bit because this extends out a little more, but I think it captures. I could put another extension off of here, but this wraps around and you have these gorgeous views of the forest and the little pond area. So you come back around, and now I could have blown this house away and restarted over after finding all those photos, but I'd put a couple hours into this. Come up to the second floor. Nice windows. Here's bedroom number 1. And everything is purposely sparse. So you come out, they have their own private patio here that you can get out all different ways. The reason why I only use single door over there is because you can't get the glass to wrap around it by using a door, because there's no upper node here on the door. It's only the bottom one, so it'll only connect using that. And I even tried the trick with the replicator, and it wouldn't hold. So we have more mom and pop's chairs, just chilling. There we go. And I redid the texture on the bookcase. This is from Home Decor, open back bookcase. So this one has a shower that works. Look at that. Cool. I love that mod. That's Home Decor. Dream Builder. So we have a full bathroom here. Nice. Then you come across the other hallway. There's another bathroom for realism. Yeah. And I'm not particularly too thrilled with the layout here. I'm going to change it probably. But come back here. We have another minimalist bedroom. Very cool. But this one has a really, really beautiful view. More books. And a little bitty tiny balcony. You mainly just want to open this for air, whatever. It works. I like it. But I want to do something with the seating over here on this floor. This would have been a bedroom, this whole thing here. And the problem is the stairway takes up where the bedroom would be. This would be the outside wall of that, because this staircase actually would be on the other side of that wall. And there wouldn't be a bedroom there. This would be a bedroom. And then this would be another bedroom. So I'm way off on my proportions. So got some more like window box seating, fireplace. And this is the second floor deck. And it's real dark out for some reason. I've been yammering on for 23 minutes so far. Yay me. Oh, that didn't. I'm using a different keyboard. So we have seating and a tree that I made myself. You just take I showed how I did this before. You just take a fence rail and you put them in there to represent branches, and then you just put some branches. Yeah, there's I think these are birch leaves that I took off that birch tree and threw them on there. I don't know. Well, let's see what they are. They are birch leaves. Nice. So this is done. And then we have this big, huge wraparound desk. And this actually belongs on the first floor. And it comes out of the wall off of this pillar. And then we have some in-shelf bookshelves. Nice fireplace. So I believe I captured the spirit, but I didn't capture all the dimensions. Then we come up. This staircase would have actually been out back here on that spiral staircase. But I used the trick of with these poles from the Bridger mod to make it look like everything's floating. You come up here. Here's another huge balcony. You can oversee the entire area. There's a turtle, a couple turtles. But it's real nice. This is the primary suite. And Nice huge bed. We have another bathroom. Couldn't fit the shower curtain in, but you have to use your imagination. And then we have a couch. I love that bouncy. Some more books. I put a campfire in here because, you know, why not? Let's give it some more wood. And again, it goes all the way up to the roof. Ooh. Nice. And a nice little computer desk. You have to, I try to have areas where if I was working in an area, where would I want to be? And look at the views over here. You'd be so distracted you would never get any work done. Yeah. And I tried playing around with different color carpetings and stuff like that, which is cool. And you have a deck here. And I was toying with the idea of putting the deck, like the tiles that I used on there, up here. But I didn't want, it'd look a lot better. I'm thinking about doing it. My color is darker than the actual house. Theirs is lighter. So you have this huge area. And I was thinking about splitting this off, but with that window there, and I was going to make a room partition to make a studio on one side and the bedroom on the other side. So again, I feel I've captured the spirit, but not anywhere remotely close to the exact dimensions of the falling water house. But then again, does it really matter? I mean, this is a game, and you can get as precise as you want, but at the end of the day, it's what matters to the builder. So I'm happy with it. And it fits in this area. Hi, Mr. Fox. You were on the roof of that. So it does fit in this area, kind of hidden away. And yeah, I dressed up the back. But this is really cool. I want to try something like this again and maybe make it more precise. But then you come back here in this wooded area. See, there's those bushes. And I was trying to see if I can make the coral look like underwater plants, because we're still not at the point where we have plants that flow around water, or water that flows around plants. Back off in the distance here is the theater in the downtown area, so it fits right in. But I like it. I think it's a decent job. We have a mini waterfall here. You can control, so when you put water in, to make it not, if I didn't carve out this area here, what would happen is this water would flow onto the sides and make a real mess. So that's how that works. And just by creatively, cutting out an area here, it makes the water kind of do what you need it to do without adding hidden blocks. So yeah, so this is how this looks. We're going to do some nice fly arounds here. And that's how I created the waterfall here. It wraps around, and I have dugouts that will, there's a wolf, make it so the water adheres more to the surroundings. But there you have it. That is my version of Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water. And obviously, I mean, I could put the bridge in here and the driveway, make the driveway, but as you saw, the driveway comes in from the other side because of where I put the house. There's a fox on the roof. So I like it. I would like to try to build this again and make it more precise, because I think well, I know it could be achievable as I fly through the tree here. There's my chimneys. They go all the way through for realism's sake. But yeah, it worked. It turned out pretty cool. So I'm happy with it. So there you have it. So try to take your own take on what you would want to build, your dream house or whatever. There's a lot of brown here, but like I said before, this house was meant to blend in and not stand out in the area of the nature around it. The house was meant to just nicely blend in. I might do something about the floors here, but I want to move on to something a little different. So there you have it. That's my interpretation of it. And go from there. So thank you very much for joining. And just going to stand out here on the deck, overlooking all the bamboo and all the forest. And I selected the, because I like these birch trees the most. Very cool. All right. So I am going to leave. We're going to sit over here. We have a nice, how relaxing. You have this view, and then you got the fireplace sitting there. We don't read books anymore. We just look on an iPad or a tablet or a phone. So there you have it. That's going to do it. And go from there. So thank you very much for joining. And until next episode, goodbye.